news, and I am in the midst of the Rob Conceicao versus Foster fight. And you know something's crazy. The first fight was definitely not scored right. But this fight looks like it's pretty evenly matched. I mean, we see some of the same things that they're doing. It's just that Conceicao, he's a lot more defensive, you know. He is throwing some wide Andy Ruiz like style punches, which, if it wasn't for the long hair of Foster, he would be taking a lot of shots. Good left uppercut by Foster. But as I look at Conceicao and Foster, I'm looking at him go it again. I know what Foster's problem is. He loses fights based on the fact that he relies too much on the shoulder roll without execution. And you can do that. See, Floyd Mayweather played that out and made it as dead as dead. Okay, he done that's what he did. That's all he really did. And to be fair, he's defensively sound. He's offensively passive. Okay. What I mean by that is he's doing more defense than offense. He's showing, hey, I can avoid a lot of these shots from Conceicao, but that's coming from someone that's aggressive and kind of reckless and wild anyway. So Conceicao is coming in with a wide variety of wide shots. No, they don't have to hit flush to really make an impact in the eyes of the judges. And that's what you see. You see a guy throw a 1 and a 2. He may not hit flush. He might have landed on the shoulder and a part of the side of the ear, or may not have even hit the jaw at all. But the point being, that guy threw a bah, bah. That's what you hear in live fights. When live fights, you see sweat fly, you see punches land wherever the hell, if it's on the back, behind the head, side of the head, to the chest, to the back, all that. Rosalind Sakabin. Counterpunch. And this is a real dirty, murky fight. The first one was more controlled by Foster. And I hated how they did Foster. Foster clearly won the fight just by using his defense and countering. But what I notice about Foster has to take it to Robson Conceicao on the inside. Because the way he's fighting, it makes it look like it's too evenly balanced, too evenly matched. And I don't like that. Why MAP? Yes, sir. And see, this fight is one of those fights where he needs to make an impact. Having good defense is not enough. It's having a combination of defense and offense and knowing how to turn it up when you need to. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going, and I think his ass needs to get going because his ass needs to get tough. Okay? Right? Because Robson Conceicao is definitely rough. Bars, people. So it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, I don't see anything that really sticks out. In fact, I see Robson Conceicao is actually more tighter on the inside where he has to be he has to get to the point where he needs to do more on the inside because he can't allow this fight to go to the judges, and I wouldn't want that fight to be going to the judges, you know. And that's what I'm saying. I think that all in all, see, he's on the inside. He's doing nothing. But Rob is good at, he might have took a little jiu-jitsu down there in Brazil because he's able to wrap up Foster. But see, Foster has to come in. Foster has to make himself and his presence known, and he's not really a big power puncher. So he's a good counter puncher, but not a big power puncher. Okay? Miss M, It's about conceicao and Foster. Um, Good right uppercut. He needs to do more. And that's the problem. He doesn't look, and then really Robson is not allowing him to work on the inside. So he has to make a way to counter and counter off the punches, but his punches, he doesn't really have punching power. Not saying he has bad power, he just doesn't have good power, you know? So, yeah. And then this is what really harmed Rob Consal in the last fight. I think what happened was um he was definitely trying to showboat too much in front of a guy that's already the favorite guy. Good left hook by Constant. Now the thing about Constant, I think he does have pretty decent power, but I don't really know, really what he's really going to do. Um, it's round 9 already, man. So these guys have to, and Foster knows he has to make an impact. So he has to get a knockdown or something to make it. See, and then this is almost like a guy that's defensively sound with not great power versus a guy that's wild and reckless that's just active enough to make it look like a whole different fight. And it's hard to score, because it's so reckless, you know. Who is the score? Who is the scoring? Who is the leading on scorecards? Anthony Jones, Free Diddy, Tramp. Mm. We got Regis Prograis out there. It's crazy. Devin Haney swears that he ruined his career. Now it's the championship round. So we have 10, 11, and 12. That was a nice little spin out move. Oh man. Is that yeah, that's the Mark Nelson. You know who that is? That's the same referee that refereed Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. So he's on the shit list. He's gonna get a bad referee review from me coming soon, guys. So check that out. Yeah, this is one of the dirtiest fights I've seen yet. I mean, both these dudes are reckless. Their punches are off. They're just swinging. They look like two guys that just want to settle it after having a few too many paints or pints behind the saloon there. Did he hurt Robson? Did he hurt Conceicao? And see, here's the thing: if he looks hurt, he should get him. He's not even punches. He's not even engaging. He's just following this guy around. He shouldn't do that. Foster, if he buckled Conceicao, he should have made a mark on it. Jump on him and get him. And see, Rob's gonna look. See, Conceicao is one of those guys. He likes to hold, but then he wants to pretend that he's not holding. He's one of those cats. Skrilla50, what's up, man? I've been needing your help, man. We got some weird people that's just popping on here. Some drones, some droids, some bots, some whatever you want to call them, man. Just weirdos, bro. Weirdos, man. Definitely weirdos. Appreciate you, Skrilla50 in the building. Man. Oh yeah, Robson Conceicao, bro. He's taking some shots. He's looking like Carl Froch by the nose, though. this cat's uh this cat's nose is looking kind of crazy. Punches landed 124 to Foster's 133. So you guys see what I'm talking about. That's not a wide punch stat. So what's going to get me is who wins. Ooh, good counter from Foster. Conceicao comes in with a jab, and then he gets countered with a right hand. No, man, he should know better than that. He should be trying to knock this dude out. And it looks like he's showing people that he's not that type of power, or he just can't take it to that speed. He can't go where he needs to go. He can't. There's no more room to the pedal to press when he slams his foot on the gas. There's nothing else left for him. There's nothing left he has. You know. And Conceicao, though, he's a bad matchup because see, Foster's a guy that is a overall counterpuncher, with the shoulder roll, and he's fighting a guy that doesn't like to really truly engage. And then when he does get started getting tagged and you start pressing the gas, he just grabs you. He's just gonna grab you, like he's doing right now. He'll grab you and then he'll wait, for the referee, and the referee's been doing a good job into helping his awkward ass fighting style. That's the crazy thing. You see, now they're going back and forth. Look at Conceicao now is coming back, and Foster, I think he's trying to look too damn pretty with his shots. Bro, get those shots off. I'm gonna start getting like Emmanuel Stewart, the great Emmanuel Stewart, man. Get him out of there, man. Just let the punches go. Just let him go. And see, as soon as Foster opens up, bop, bop, bop. Here comes Conceicao. Conceicao grabs and holds on. Now look, now what he does, he holds his hands out when he's tired of holding. I hate people like that. But he's just trying to play the game. Right hand and a left hook lands for Conceicao. Look at Conceicao. And he's making you think that it's Foster doing that. Foster's trying to punch you in the face. You don't like getting punched in the face because he's in not any position to hold. Also said that his dream matchup is against Tank Davis. Man, Tank will knock out Foster, bro. He don't have the power for once. He don't have the power. Him or Farmer. Now conceicao, I see what he's doing. Now he's grabbing Foster and getting him in the ropes, and then just nailing him with body shots. See, and that's crazy. That's crazy. That means Foster will be in Tank's immediate future. Yep. A guy that doesn't have really good punching power. Yeah. Um, don't know what to tell you on that one, man. Yeah, Tank will fight him. Tank will fight him right away because Tank knows, man. Tank is such a letdown because he's so gifted and he would rather stay where he's at. Okay, Mark Kriegel's scorecard. That's 105 to 104. Now this fight could very well be a draw. Good jab for Foster. Okay, they trade jabs. And I think conceicao got the best of that. That's what made Foster kind of step back a bit, to kind of recover from that jab. Now, Constance doing something that I would have recommended him about 2 or 3 rounds ago. Work the body. Just go straight for the body. Good jab. And then look, and he's scoring upstairs with his jab. He's catching Foster with his jab. Now, and see what happens now. They're fighting for dominance in position. And Constance just trying to push his ass on the ropes so he can just start nailing them. Back, 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 back. And it's crazy. Conceicao, his hand was outside of the right. His left arm was outside the right arm of Foster, but he gave the referee the impression that he was the one being held, but he wasn't. He was the one actually holding. So yeah, he does that little slick shit. I don't know where he gets that from, but it is what it is. Ed Ellerby in the building, counterpunch to you. Oh, good counter right. There you go. Come on. Come on. You got 33 seconds. Because if it gets in the hands of the judges, you don't know how this fight's really going to look. Because, look, all we know is Foster is constantly getting held by Conceicao. Conceicao knows how to play the game. He's doing the I'm holding but pretending I'm getting held game. And good left uppercut. 7 seconds left. And it's crazy. And who do you think won? I have no idea. Foster might legitimately lose this fight this time. Yeah, we're going to find out. We're definitely going to find out because we're going to see what happens. I hope they don't take forever with the scorecards because if they do that, we know something's awry. Something may be the same. And Foster, I know he's probably going to throw a chair or two. He's going to lose his shit this time. I'll take that out. Ooh, good left hook lands from Conceicao. Ooh, good left hook lands for Foster. Good body shot from Conceicao. I'm just looking at the highlights. Ooh, he knocked the spit out of his mouth. Ah! Ooh, good punch downstairs. That hit him in the throat. Foster trying to knock out his voice box. Ooh, good left hook by Foster. Ooh, good right hand by Foster. Yeah, now he should have jumped on him at that point. In round number 10, I believe it was. See, landed 94 to 120. Thrown, Foster threw a lot more. Well, not really. Not really at all. Thrown 303, landed 120 for Foster. Conceicao thrown 297 and landed 94. 40% to 32%. Body shot 75, 39 body shots for Foster, 75 for Conceicao. So let's see what happens.
13, O'Shaughnessy Foster.
Yeah, I mean, I would give Foster the last two, so.
With the scorecards now.
Yeah, you see how they're waiting around? I don't like that waiting around. They should take no more than 60 seconds.
A huge difference. The Martian. For the official decision.
Here we go.
Max DeLuca scores the bout 115-113 Foster. Tom Schreck scores the bout 115-113 Conceicao. And Eric Morlinski scores the bout 115-113 for your winner by split decision. And the new two-time WBC.
He got it back, bro. So, he lost the belt. He gets it back. And here's the deal. He becomes now a two-time champion. So, yeah, this fight was a lot closer, but it was legitimate because Rob Conceicao, pretty much knew what it was in front of him. He knew the punching power. He knew the risk. He knew what was expected. So he did a good job, man. I'm glad that Foster, got his belt back. This is what it was. He got his belt back because he deserved his belt back anyway. But I have to remind people when this did happen, yeah, I was pissed off that it happened. But I was also pissed off that Conceicao lost to Oscar Valdez. Or was it Valdez? Was it Oscar Valdez? Eddie Hearn's happy tonight.
Oh, man, shouts out to him, man. He got a big heart, man.
This was a higher level fight than last fight. You tell me your take. What was the difference?
I told you I was gonna step it up and bring it to him, and that was my goal. I still ain't satisfied with my performance, but I felt like I showed a lot of people a different, my versatility.
He was better too. He brought out more in you.
Yeah, most definitely. When I thought he would fade in certain spots, I thought it was time to break him down. He found it some way to survive. So, hats off to him.
You cracked him. I think it was in the 10th round. Did you think he was going to go?
Yeah, most definitely, man. I thought I had a chance to crack him, but he's a veteran. He's been around the game for a long time, so them guys are hard to stop. They know how to survive.
I know you guys both heard a lot of like this and that and the other thing. I really need to thank you both. It was a very high level fight. Let's get the business out of the way. What do you want next?
I want the winner in Navarrete and Oscar Valdez.
You gonna be in Glendale?
I'm going. I'll be there.
All right. Let me take care of your partner here, okay, for a second. Congratulations, man. Really high level fight. Hobson, you look pretty happy for a guy who lost a very close fight.
Estou contente, pero eu sei o que existe aqui em cima do ringue. Então, se eu fiz bom trabalho, e não é porque se quer dar triste. Estou muito contente, pero eu sei minha capacidade. E sei que essa peleia também poderia ser para mim, pero existe bom trabalho.
I'm happy because I know what I did in the ring. I know that I did a good job, so it's no reason to be sad. I'm also happy in my capacity, and I know what I did in the ring today. I know I did a good job.
I thought that this was the best Hobson conceicao I've ever seen.
Sim, uma delas melhor, pero eu sei que não existe bom trabalho, eu treinei muito bem e sei que essa peleia foi muito dura, muito peleia, pero eu sei o meu trabalho.
Yes, I think it's one of my best performances, and I know that I did a good job. I trained really well for it. The fight was tough, and it was close, but I know that I did a good job.
Listen, I asked Oshaki the same thing. You've been in with a guy this long, this many rounds. You know him better than his mother. What can you say about Oshaki Foster? What does he have in here?
¿Qué opinas de Foster?
Forte para mim, é bom peleador, não tenho o que quebrar a mala dele, pero eu sei que tem uma história muito boa, uma história de superação, tem me respeito, pero aqui em cima, eu sei meu trabalho, não existe trabalho muito bom.
For me, he's a good fighter, and so I can't speak poorly of him. I know he has a great story where he had to overcome many things, and so I respect that. But I know the job that I did, and I know that I did a good job tonight in the ring.
You both have a great story. You're both admirable guys. And I know you both want the winner of Navarrete Valdez. He probably has the first shot at that right now. But do you want another shot at Oshaki Foster? Would you run this one back again?
Se ele aceitar uma revanche, eu estou listo, assim como eu regalei uma revanche para ele. Então, eu creio que tem que ter o mesmo respeito e nós temos que fazer uma outra peleia para estar 1-1.
Yes, if he accepts the rematch, just like I gave him the rematch, and I think he should show that same amount of respect so we can do another fight. Right now, we're still 1-1.
I wouldn't mind seeing it again. Thank you very much, Hobson. Safe home to you, and thank you. Hope I see you again soon, man. Fellas.
All right, so once again, we see the disappointment in the face of Hobson.
So he didn't look that disappointed, though. I think Conceicao knew, like, hey, it was a good fight. He knew it was close. He knew he got hurt in the 10th round. But one thing I noticed about Foster, thinking that he was going to get him out of there, it didn't happen. You know, King Grayson, what's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. John, Baisadiki. Oshek Foster was fighting Rob Conceicao in a rematch where Conceicao, on the cards of the last fight they had, upset him. A lot of people claimed robbery. It wasn't the right decision. I mean, he beat Robson Conceicao. But it just shows you the difference of when you do let those hands go, how you impress the judges. Not how pretty you are, not how clean the shots are. We learned that shit watching Bivol versus Better Biev, right? Better Biev was busting up Bivol, but he wasn't landing these flush shots all the time. No, he was just busier, and the punches looked more impactful, and he pushed Bivol around, and he won the decision like that. You know, so sometimes it's hard to be that precision, perfect guy in a tough, rugged fight like this. But I'm glad he got it back. I felt so bad for him, man, that last go around. But I also felt bad for Robson Conceicao when they totally robbed him over Oscar Valdez because they were trying to set up a Stevenson fight. which in fact he did get that fight. That fight was made, and he got beat. So it is what it is. But no, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know I wouldn't be long on because it was the main event. I thought it was actually next week, so I missed out. But I hope the undercard was good. I couldn't see it. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we're going live again tomorrow to discuss more of that stepping out by Anthony Joshua. So stay tuned for that. You guys be blessed, be safe, and everyone has been counterpunched. Peace. Just finished.